I'm Rami Dibbs and I work in Kate Beckingham's lab at Rice University. So Dr. Beckingham's lab deals with Drosophila molecular genetics. One of those genes that I'm working with is called the love gene. This gene is named after Jim Lovell the astronaut because one of the behaviors it affects is its response to gravity. New mutations have been isolated in love, and Dr. Beckingham assigned me one of these mutations that is uncharacterized, called the GS15 transposon mutation. And to begin characterizing the mutation, I needed to determine if it caused lethality, and if so, when and how did it do so. So we initially determined that my mutation did cause lethality during the early stages of larval development, and at this point we wanted to determine what was causing them to die. And what we initially observed was that when comparing them to the control group, my mutants were a lot smaller and tended to not show any interest in the food that was given to them. We also observed that the mutants were much more sluggish and tended to move aimlessly in circular motions. And our last observation was that my mutants were much more easily dehydrated than the control group. The sluggish behavior is attributed to the loss of love expression in the nervous system, and the dehydration is also attributed to the fact that love is expressed in the tracheal system. And so from now on, we're going to be focusing more on the reasons of these defects and what are causing the defects in the tracheal system. So the tracheal system in the Drosophila represents an example of the morphogenesis of a branching tube system, comparable to the mammalian blood vessel and lung formation. And so better understanding the roles that love plays in the formation of these branching tube systems can allow us to better understand how the mammalian structures are formed. So what I found most personally rewarding working in this lab from the summer and even into the fall has been truly understanding and learning the materials surrounding Drosophila genetics and even just general biology, and being able to apply that knowledge that Dr. Beckingham gave me into real-life application in the lab. And this is actually my first time doing research, so I'm kind of new to all of this, and Dr. Beckingham, I'm really lucky that I had Dr. Beckingham as my PI so that she could help me whenever I ever had any questions or concerns. And I feel like I didn't realize coming into lab how many questions I'd be asking so that I could successfully accomplish these different experiments. And I now realize how important it is just to know very well and know in depth the material so that you can create and formulate your own experiments, and so that you can later then analyze those results to make good conclusions.